What is up, everyone? How's it going? Oh, it's time to kick the tires, light the fires, and plug in them power wires because we're going on tour with Husbandry.Pro. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm going to be presenting some customer interaction tools. So I got a little list. We're going to do sending customer price list, send and receive actual animals, all the info and lineage that goes along with them, the wait list on the store, and breeding loan notifications. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to start off with sending a price list. So I'm going to share my screen over here and go over there. So all right, so if you got some customers, you got a long list of animals, and you want to send a price list, you're going to come down, you're going to go over to commerce. Now, yours might look different. I recently changed my toolbar to be up here on the top, up here. So mine used to be on the side, but either way, you're going to go to commerce, and then you're going to come down to share price list. And Husbandry.Pro is going to have all the animals you have for sale. So these are all the ones that are technically for sale in my system right now, even though they're not all listed on my store. I have some stuff hidden and yada, yada. But, all right, so we are going to share. So we want to download. I do PDF. And then once you get there, you can either download it right here, and if you choose to download it, then I'll just go ahead and do it. It'll go up there, and then, you can double click on that. You can print it out, or you can send an email. So I'll send it to my other email here. I am not a typist. All right. And then you can include a message with that email. You got a subject line. You can put whatever you want. And then you send the email. And that's going to have your whole price list in a PDF form emailed to your customer. Or like I said, if you downloaded it, you could also print it out and print out multiple copies right there and take them to a show or whatever you want to do. I usually send people to my Husbandry.Pro store and use that kind of like my price list. But we'll get to the store part later. Let me switch back over here real quick. All right. Let's see if there's any. Oh, there's hi, Holly. I see you back there now. All right. So that's pretty much it on sending a price list. If anyone had any questions on that. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm still learning a lot. There's a lot with Husbandry.Pro, and they're constantly updating it and making it better. So I only use probably, I don't know, maybe 20% of everything that's available, I'd guess. Maybe 30%. So like I said, I've done price list a few times. I've emailed them, and I've printed them out. Usually I just send people to my Husbandry.Pro store, though. That way there's pictures, and they can inquire right on that animal. But if they want to buy a group of animals or something, then a price list is more efficient, and I can send them pictures separately. So now, how do you send an animal? All right, so say you sell the animal off of this price list, and you want to include all the data you've accumulated on that animal. So you're going to go over to utilities and go down to animal transfer. So for this purpose, I've made a fake animal. All right, so I chose to transfer out because I can't transfer into myself. But it's when you get something transferred in, you just follow the prompts in your email. And if you have Husbandry.Pro, it'll add it into your system. I've done it with the Herp and Harbins for hognose and stuff. But before you send the animal, you can click on all the stuff you want to send them. You know, animal type, name, descriptor, genetics. I usually keep all those ones. All those right there. And then some of these are preset in the menu settings, which is a whole nother topic. But so that's what I include right there. And then you search for your animal. So I made an animal, and this is our HP test animal. And then I would just type in the email where of the user. And then you click transfer. Yes, do it. Make sure. And then that animal, all the info and the links to everything will be sent via email to the person that bought the animal. So that's really basic. And hey, Eric, if you are installing the app and you want to do a free trial, use Smalltown 60, and then you get a 60-day free trial, no credit card needed, brother. So I see you down there saying you're installing the app. So you get a free 30-day trial anyways, but if you want a 60-day trial, use Smalltown 60. It's right there on the banner, Eric. So, all right. So the animal transfer thing's pretty straightforward. You chose the animal and you put the email in and pick what data you want to send to the customer, which is all the basic data. And that'll give them the parents and all that stuff too. And then like I said, when you receive an animal from another Husbandry.Pro user, you just click on the link in the email and it'll walk you through it. It's like really easy. All right. So before we do, let's go over to breeding loans. Breeding loans would be our next topic, unless anyone has any questions. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Aaron. I was reading your comment up there, Aaron. Thank you. Yeah, I try to take the time with everyone I can. Does the app and the website auto sync? Yes, it's all in the cloud. It's all above my head in the clouds there, but yeah, it's auto synced. All that stuff is auto synced. Yeah, like it's a great, if you bought 64 animals, man, if you were trying to input all that stuff, man, it's so easy to transfer over. And I was going to actually bring up this topic at the end too, but this is kind of a good segue for it. You know, we recently lost Tom Harbin. Rest in peace, Tom. And he used Husbandry.Pro. So the Herp and Harbins, Josh and Alicia, were able to go into Husbandry.Pro and look at all his breeding activity and know what was going on. So Husbandry.Pro helped in the event of someone passing too. You know, we all use, like I have codes written all over here, but all the main stuff is in Husbandry.Pro. So if something ever happened to me, as long as my family logs into Husbandry.Pro, which they all have their own accounts too, their own profiles, then they wouldn't be able to know. They would be able to know like what my breeding plan is, all the genetics, of course, of everything, who's being paired to who, what clutches are in the incubator, what was the parents of them, you know, all the stuff that if I disappeared and I didn't have it tracked anywhere, or they were trying to read my chicken scratch handwriting, they'd be lost, you know. So all the main data is in Husbandry.Pro. So that's another good feature for an unfortunate event. All right, but let's jump over to breeding loans. All right. So with breeding loans, I actually do have one set up right now. So you go over to breeding, breeder loans. And then see right here, I have a Conda Het Sable Western Hognose. And this is from my buddy Kevin. So what this does, he has, and it doesn't matter if the other person has Husbandry.Pro, if you're the one that has the animal, it'll still send them a notification. So like whenever I post any activity for this animal, go to her activity, say I do feeding, and I'll send Kevin a notice right now. And I click submit, there's a notification sent out for that animal. So then he's going to get a notification right then saying that I fed her or whatever other options. If I paired her, if she laid eggs, all the options. There's so I have these set up the way I like them. You can totally customize this list right here. I have feeding, ovulation, copulation, pairing, reproduction. That's the main stuff I track. And then over here, I have some other stuff. Photo, pre-lay shed, brewmate, weight, whatever. Just miscellaneous stuff. But these are my top ones that I use. So anything I do with his animal while it's in my care, he gets notified. So he's in the loop. So I don't really have to like text him and give him updates. I mean, I talk to him all the time. He's a friend of mine anyways, but it's just good to know. Then he could see when I'm pairing her and when she lays and all that stuff too. And actually, let's walk through how to set up a breeder loan. So we'll make a fictitious one right here. I bet you my kids are streaming TV. My internet's acting slow. So, let's see if there's still a HP. All right. Oh, it's in use. All right. Well, we can just pick anything. Whatever. So you type in the animal, whatever the animal name is. Well, let's do that. Whatever. Say it's an adult. All right. So then the person who has the animal fills this out. So like if I had somebody else's animal, I fill out all the pertinent information. Could set up feed quantities, whatever the genetics are. Say Arctic. Oh, I have it set up for ball python. We're on the hognose kick right now because I'm into hognose season. I'm not even really messing with ball pythons right now. All right, so say I got an Arctic adult, whatever. All right. And then notify on event. So as long as you click this right here, notify on event, and you can email notify, you click in whoever. So like that breeding loan that I had, that I showed you earlier with Kevin's animal, I enter his email here, whatever it was. It's Kevin. And then you could choose all the activities you want them to get notified for. I mean, I don't track sheds. I don't track, I don't measure, so I just click all the main ones that I normally use in my quick activities. And then as long as you save the changes, it'll enter that into the breeding loan menu. And it'll show up right here. So then pretend I just entered that one right there. And you could view it too. Like view the whole thing. So this is basically the animal's profile. This is my buddy Kevin, mutant reptiles. It eats mice. And that's basically it. But whenever you do an activity, it sends him a notification. So really, I mean, he doesn't really care about the feeding notifications. I just have that set up so, he knows I'm feeding his girl. But mainly it's for the breeding side that he's worried about. So I make sure every time I've paired her, she's actually out of breeding now, but I'm going to keep her for one more year. So next year, every time I pair her, I see a lock, she lays eggs, he'll be notified of everything. And then it'll go into his system. Yeah, I want an Arctic ball python too. Oh, there's Kevin right there. See? Hey, sorry for sending you notices, Kevin. I was doing some real life events here, but I didn't just feed your girl, man. That's a fake one. So then our next topic is the wait list. So I need to remove this one. Stop that screen. I need to present. All right, so I'm going to go in from my store page and show you what it looks like there. So this would be my Husbandry.Pro store. I only have 2 animals listed right now. It's my slow point in the ball python breeding. So say you're a customer. You come over here to my store. You're looking around. You say, what's Shane got in the incubator? Oh, wow. Shane's got this hognose clutch going on. The female's a super Arctic het albino bred to a anaconda snow, which is a yeti. There's 12 eggs in the incubator. Man, I want to be notified when those things hatch. And you come up here to the question mark, say join waitlist. And you put in name. Let's put in my wife's name. And then we'll put in her email. The message is required. All right. So then this is the customer side of it, right? All right. So they got on the wait list. Now I will go back over here. So that's from the customer side. And I will kick that one off. It's kind of weird how I can't share more than one screen on this thing. Sorry, I'm not a techie, guys. All right. So now, to view the wait list on your side, you come over here to commerce. You go down to wait list. See, and then there's the one. There's Kelley. Please notify me. And then that gives the clutch number. And over here, you can, whatever. This one, I forgot to delete. This one's from like September of 2023. So that one, I need to delete. Husbandry.Pro always checks before you delete or archive information too, which is good. So you're not accidentally getting rid of information you might need. But anyways, that is the waitlist feature. It's pretty straightforward. And you could choose to do whatever with it right here. You can pin it, edit. I don't know. I've never tried to edit one. I could edit. Maybe they gave the wrong email address. So I could edit their email address or something. You can archive it. I don't see a point in archiving it or pin it. If you had like 50 people on here and there was someone really important, you could pin it. But I'll just delete it. That clutch is already actually hatched. I didn't put the babies in the system because I knew I was covering this topic tonight. So I wanted to have something in my incubator in order to show you the waitlist feature. And let me get out of this one. Go back over to my store. So earlier, I was saying I don't typically use the price list too much. I do if there's multiple animals. But usually I just send people, if they say, hey, what do you have available? I just send them to this. So this is my private Husbandry.Pro store. They don't go anywhere else. It's not like another classified site where they could just go and look at every animal that is similar in genetics. It just brings them to my animals that I have available. And you could sort through a whole bunch of stuff, you know. I know other partners, Husbandry.Pro partners, covered the store feature and all the e-commerce and all that stuff, but this is where I typically send people if they're asking me prices and what I have available. But we did go over the price list. I will print out a price list and take it to a show with me, though, from the presentation I gave earlier. Man, I covered it all in 20 minutes. Does anyone have any questions on any of that stuff? Kevin, I'll just start sending you over all kinds of activities too. No. What other customer interaction tools are there? I think we covered everything that was on my list. Like I said, I couldn't show you an example on an animal transfer in because that's just, I'm not at that. I don't have an animal to transfer in. I guess I could have emailed myself one or something, but I don't want to mess nothing up. So, thanks to Holly. She's backstage running comments and all that stuff. So big shout out to Holly. Thank you. And shout out to the Herp and Harbins who are in here. Jim, Jamie. How about moving to Morph Market? Man, I don't know if I'm supposed to cover that, but I can go over it real quick. I might step on someone else's toes here. Let me go over here. All right, so you go to Commerce Store. All right, that's your store. Oh, wait. God, I'm lost with it. I'm still learning with my dashboard up here. Sorry, guys. But I got plenty of time. Morph Market Export. So you go to third-party data, Morph Market Export. And then, so this is everything that's technically for sale in my system, even though you don't see it on my store. So let's just say well, here's something too, before I get too far ahead of myself. Say any of these animals are already in Morph Market, you don't have to worry about unchecking them. So like if you've updated their weights or the prices or anything like that, just go ahead and do your whole price list again. You click export. And then it sends it to my email. So this is going to take a little bit of screen sharing. So like basically I'm done with with the Husbandry.Pro side of it from there. So let me go over here and all right, I'm waiting for the email. So after that, you wait. You're going to get an email. All right, so I got the email. All right, so let me this is weird, this screen sharing, man. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so in the email, I'm just going to talk you through this. In the email, I'm going to show you the other screen, but in the email, there's a Husbandry.Pro email. Click here to download, and then it brings up a whole bunch of code. It's a CSV file. And I don't know how to share that portion of it. Let me go back to it. Sorry, guys. If I downsize this. All right. Let's go to StreamYard. present, share screen. All right, it's not going to let me share that screen, but basically it opens up so when you click on the download email, it opens up a little tiny window and you just copy the whole the whole CSV file. Copy. It's on my clipboard now. Let me open up a Morph Market tab. I don't know if I've ever logged into Morph Market from Chrome. All right. Man. Let me see. Man, you guys really put me on a good one this time. It won't let me screen share outside of Chrome. Let me try. All right, guys, bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't know how to log in. Everything's auto login. Sorry, guys. All right, well, that will have to be a different video, guys. I'm sorry about that. So here's the problem. I don't know my Morph Market password. It's on an autosave in Safari, so that works on my phone and my other browser. But StreamYard has to run on Chrome. StreamYard will only let me share what's up in Chrome. I can't log into Morph Market from Chrome. So that's the problem there. But you just take that whole CSV file code and go to Morph Market and click on import and bulk upload it. It's that easy. And then if you wait a second, once the files upload over there, the pictures that you had in Husbandry.Pro will show up on the Morph Market side too. You do need to kind of go through and just make sure all the genetics are right and stuff, because every now and then it'll take, like, say you had a het clown. For some reason, whatever happened when they talk to each other, sometimes it'll drop the het and it'll list it genetically as a clown, even though the description has it as a het clown. I don't know none of my passwords, Kara Shea. I don't know none of them. Everything's on, like, Face, or on my MacBook, it's on my fingerprint. So I don't know. And it's all through the Safari stuff. So I could make a video about that. I would like to show you guys that. I'm sorry about that. So Alicia, yeah, sometimes you got to wait a while for those pictures. So here's what I do, though. Let's just be totally real. So when I go to Morph Market, I put in the CSV file, click on the upload, whatever bulk imports section is. I still have the pictures. So I'm an Apple guy. This is all I know. So I take all the pictures and do all the editing on my phone, and they're magically on my computer too. I'm doing the Morph Market on the computer. I just drag the pictures from my photos right into Morph Market. I don't even wait for it to upload. And I just go through and drop them as I proofread each animal listing, make sure the genetics are right and the price is right. The only time it ever really messes up is it'll drop hets sometimes. So I'm always looking for that. And then I just go ahead and drop the photos and then pick which one I want to be the main photo for that particular animal, which you do that by, like, sliding the one you want over to the left. the picture that's on the left, the furthest left-hand side on MorphMark, it'll be the main photo. And then after that, you know, you just click on Save Changes. Labels for shows. That's going to be somebody else's topic. I do know that. I'm customer interaction tonight. All right. I'm not the all grand wizard. But labels for shows are pretty easy. But I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Actually, the Herp and Harbins are the pros at that. But I go to print labels, and then I have a brother label maker, and then I just click my filters for sale and print all. Even if I'm not taking those animals, I just print all. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, we need the Harbins to come on here. Because when me and the Harbins first like got animals from each other, they're the ones that showed me about the animal transfer. I didn't even know. That was a couple years ago. So they're the first ones. They popped my cherry on that. So I still have those hog noses, but they transferred it over to me. That was my first experience with that. And then when I seen them vend, they had Husbandry.Pro labels with the QR codes. So then I was like, man, I got to do that. So I started doing that too. And that makes it a breeze because you don't have to write nothing. It's basically the same labels. So I have mine on a business card, but you see the sticker on there. That label will print off and you can have your logo on it and stuff. This is my breeding label setup though. For a show, I have 2 label formats saved. This is my breeder version, but basically I use those address size labels, stick them on a business card for my breeders. But my show label will look very similar. Has a little QR code, and then anyone scans that at a show, it brings up all the animal info, like all the questions a customer is going to ask, like, oh, when was it born? What was the parents? And blah, 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 all that stuff. It'll be right there. It'll be on their phone for them. But I know somebody else will handle labels because that's a whole topic in itself. Like you have little templates saved. I have 2. I have like my normal ones here, and then I have a show label because then the show labels will have the price and all that stuff on it too. And it's super easy. Like where I used to like do the brother, I never did do any of the writing on the displays, but I used to do the brother. And man, I mean, like you go through all these little cassette tapes of sticker things and sitting there typing it all. And then like, oh no, I chose the wrong format. I got to do 50 of them again. No, not with Husbandry.Pro. It just all prints out on a strip and I just stick them all on. Super easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the Harbins should come on here and do their version. So that's the thing with Husbandry.Pro. You can use as much or as little as you want, and everyone uses it different. So like when I was sharing my screen, how it looks to you guys out there, if you have Husbandry.Pro, yours might look different. I just recently rearranged mine. So I have all my menu on the toolbar up top when it used to be down the side. You can do color schemes and stuff. Everything's like totally customizable. So I keep all my stuff like where I need it. So I work from rack view. So I have my rack view menu right in the center. Like even when you raise your toolbar up, you can choose the order that you want all that in too. So, I mean, it's like totally customizable. Genetics, all that, everything's customizable. Yeah, Jamie. I love the top menu option too. And you know what? That was something I didn't even know that was there either. I watched Jeremy Warfel do one of these same lives, and I noticed his toolbar was up top, and I was like, what? I need to do that. I didn't like the strip on the side. On the phone, it's a little different. I like clicking on the hamburger button, the 3 lines, and dropping down that menu. But on the PC, I just want it all up top because I want to have as much information on the main screen as possible instead of having like a 1 or 2 inch strip down the side always eating up room. Yeah, let me go through some of these comments. Best comment of the night. Kevin never makes me work hard. I really appreciate everyone joining. Christy, there's a Husbandry.Pro girl right there too. All right, Michael Underwood. Man, kept it pretty short and sweet tonight. If any of you guys got any questions though, let me go over something too. And I did it on my last one. If you guys have Facebook, definitely join the Husbandry.Pro user group, whatever. Husbandry.Pro users. It's a group on Facebook. And it's full of a whole bunch of people that all use it. And all the Husbandry.Pro employees are also in there too. So they'll chime in. But a lot of times, like you ask a question in there, other users will tell you their answer and how they're using it. But yeah, it's a great group. I love it. And I've really enjoyed these lives that they've been doing with all the various partners. It's like I said, I learned the top menu thing just by watching Jeremy Warfel. I didn't even know that was an option. So, and once you go to the top menu, you ain't never going back. It's great. And like I said, the way I ordered it, I work everything from rack view. So I want it right in this top center. I rack view everything. It's great. And I'll do a little selfless, shameless self-promotion here. If you want a 60-day free trial, use code SMALLTOWN60. No credit card needed. And I think that's about it. I want to thank Holly. She's going through a lot right now, and she still showed up to help me out. So thank you all. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I covered all my topics. Hey, on the menus, too, you can go in there and order Husbandry.Pro swag, too. So, short and sweet. Need to eat. So I'm going to tell you a little funny story before I log off. So this one time, back when I lived in California, I went to Taco Bell. I got like one of those family pack of tacos. And there was a little person, a homeless little person there, you know, like a little person. I guess that's the PC term for it now. And she had this sign that said, short and sweet, need to eat. So I'm like, man, I'm going to give her a couple tacos. So I'm waiting at the light. And then as I get up where she's standing on the corner, I'm like, here, you want a couple tacos? Because she said she needed to eat. And she got all mad at me and cussed me out like, I don't want that crap. Blah, blah, blah. It's Taco Bell. And I was like, well, damn, girl, you don't need to eat that bad. But that's my short and sweet need to eat story. So anytime I hear that phrase, short and sweet, it reminds me of that short and sweet need to eat lady getting mad at me for offering her food. Crazy, huh? Well, thank you, Darklands. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Christy. And thank you to all the programmers and coders and all those people that do all the tech stuff at Husbandry.Pro. I'm always honored and proud when they ask me to be a part of anything. I'll do anything Husbandry.Pro wants because I don't care what anybody says. It's the best Husbandry.Pro software, husbandry software out there, hands down. No one can touch it. The most versatile. That's a mic drop moment. Rock on.